You play this VR game with your feet. This is Dance Dash, and it's a new VR rhythm game inspired by games like Dance Rush, Stardom, and DDR. Being a rhythm game enthusiast, I knew I had to check out this game. But there's just one problem. I'm not very good at it. Playing with your feet is a whole new ball game, and people expect me to automatically be good at VR rhythm games. Plus, my ego just likes to be good at these things. Especially when I spent years as an Irish dancer. You think it'll be easy, right? But not so much. So I'm taking on a challenge, and I'm gonna give myself 1 week to get good at Dance Dash. But you might be wondering, how does the game work? So Dance Dash is a VR game, so you need a VR headset to play it. But VR controllers are designed for your hand, not your feet. To solve this, Dance Dash have partnered with an accessory company to create adapters that allow you to attach the controllers to your feet. They've designed ones for the Quest controllers, Valve Index controllers, and the Vive trackers. And a quick note, you can actually play this game without a VR headset at all, with just a webcam on your computer, which is super hacking rad. I gave it a go and it actually works really well. So if you want to play this, you don't even need a VR headset, you can just play it through Steam with a webcam. And now yes, this game does work with Quest standalone, so you can play it on the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, but a quick note, this game works best with the Quest 2 controllers or the Pro controllers, but the Quest 3 controllers does have some tracking issues, but the devs are working on fixing this. So it's currently not advised to play with the Quest 3 controllers yet. I've personally been using the Quest 3 with the Pro controllers via Steam Link with my PC, and it works really, really well. But if the controllers are strapped to your feet, how do you navigate the menus? Well, the game uses headset tracking, so you can just look at the menu options you want to select, and it selects it for you. And this works really well. There's a lot about this game that's really thought out and polished. Like, you can just look down at the sync button to calibrate your feet, and it works great. You can also choose to play with feet trackers and controllers, so you can hit notes with your feet and with your hands. So it's like Feet Saber and Beat Saber all in one. I also heard that hand tracking for the Quest is coming soon as well. And another really cool feature is that custom songs are built right into the game. So you can just press the custom songs tab and download them directly onto your game, even for Quest. All right, now that you know all about the game, let's give it a go. All right, this is the game and it looks so nice. It's very colorful. And how cool is this? Where I walk, the feet react. How cool. So I'm using the Tundra trackers on my feet and then using the Valve controllers. So apparently this game supports feet tracking and hand tracking. So you can like hit beats on either one. Let's start easy. Wait, I think my feet are backwards. Hold the phone. Reset shoes. So red is left, blue is right. Yeah. Oh, this feels so good. I feel like I suck at this already. I need to watch some tutorials or something. How do I look cool playing this? I don't know. Oh, I feel so terrible at this. Cool. I feel so awkward. I think the secret is you have to play like sideways. This is a workout, my god. What does that mean? Oh, it's like a thing that you can't touch. Ow, that was too much jumping. I feel like I'm slowly getting better. I don't know. After spending a bit of time in the game, it was clear to me that I had no idea what I was doing. I just felt really awkward and didn't really feel comfortable hitting the notes. So I needed to go to the pros for guidance. I searched high and low for some sort of tutorial, and luckily I found this really great Dance Dash tutorial by Cake VR, who's a pro at Dance Dash. I spent my time taking as much from this tutorial as possible to understand how I could get better at the game. Alright, I've studied the moves of Cake VR, and now I'm ready to get in with some new knowledge of how to pull off some dance moves. From watching the tutorials, I learned that there's a bunch of similar dance patterns that you can utilize when playing the game. The most popular being the running man, where you're like kind of running on the spot. How do you do it? And then there's like this T-step when you shimmy your foot and move at the same time. This was really, really hard. I struggled to do it. It's hard. You're watching the video and you're like, yeah, I could do that. I don't know if socks make it harder or if my floor's not slippery enough, but I struggled. And And then there's things called like the SpongeBob or the Charleston, and for right now, I can't even get my head around it, so I'll save that for the future. This is hard. At this point, I was becoming obsessed with the game, and had gone down the rabbit hole of watching Dance Rush Stardom videos on TikTok, and these videos are so addictive. While the game is slightly different, I feel like I could learn a lot from watching these players. Their level of skill was insane, but it started to get me understanding of how to get better at the game. There were two key takeaways I got from Dance Rush players. They're constantly doing the shuffling thing with their foot. And two, it's more about the style than the actual gameplay. They were adding so many dance moves and flares, even when the gameplay was quite simple. So maybe that's the secret of the game. I just had to put in more style so I can attempt to look less awkward. It was almost the end of the week and I still felt like I had lots to learn. So I reached out to Cake VR, who made the Dance Dash tutorial, to hear his story and get some more advice on the game.
Hey, Macy, nice to meet you.
Do you have any tips?
Pretty obvious that a lot of the gameplay for both Dance Dash and Dance Rush is kind of centered around shuffling, right? So if you start to learn the basics of shuffling, which is basically the running man, T-stepping, Charleston, SpongeBob patterns, that kind of thing, then you're pretty set to take on most of the maps that you're gonna come across.
Is there any like shoes you recommend?
So shoes is definitely a good way to go. You want to avoid shoes that have a lot of grip. So I have these shoes. I just had them lying around. I decided to make my shuffle shoes, and they were a little bit grippy for my taste. So I actually just put tape on the bottom. So that's just one little tip for people who have grippy shoes. You can just put tape on there and then you're good to go.
So I'm back in Dance Dash today and I've been having knee pain, which is not ideal for a game like this. I was kind of worried because years of being an Irish dancer has meant that my knees are not happy with me. But I got shoes on today. I'm hoping that might help a bit. So unfortunately, my slight knee pain turned into major knee pain. So I've had to have a bit of a break from the game, which is really sad because I'm really loving this game and I've been dying to jump back in. So I rested my knees for a few days and today we're jumping back in, so let's go. All right, let's do this. Hope my knees hold up. conclusion, I absolutely love this game, and I'm so devastated that my old knee issues don't play nice with this game. I'm gonna have to book in with my physio or something so I can try and get back into mastering this game. I haven't enjoyed a game this much since I first discovered Beat Saber, so it definitely scratches that rhythm game itch. But don't be fooled, this game is really exhausting. Like after half an hour, I'm spent, and I could barely complete a whole song without needing a break. So be warned, you need some good cardio for this game. But if you are picking up this game, I think you should be wary of what platform you're playing this on. This game is a perfect fit for those who have full body trackers like the Vive or Tundra trackers, but if you are playing on Quest, you may come across some issues. Because the Quest uses inside-out tracking, when the controllers are strapped to your feet, they're going to have a hard time trying to track them. I found the Pro controllers to be pretty decent, but they're also really expensive, so they're not for everyone. And I don't know how well the Quest 2 controllers track. I've heard they were okay, but I encourage you to really do your research before committing buying this game on Quest, because you may come across some tracking issues. But selfishly, I really want this game to get more popular so there'll be a bigger library of custom songs and maps, but I also want people to be aware of the limitations of this game that's trying to utilize feet tracking. Hopefully, over time, the technology will improve and it'll be a non-issue, or maybe we'll get some standalone trackers for Quest one day. But until then, I absolutely love this game and I'm dying to play more, but alas, I won't be able to until I fix my damn knee issues. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you watched the whole thing through, make sure to write banana in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!